Well, good morning, friends. I am here sitting by the pond again this morning with some thoughts top of mind. And I just thought I would share them with you. So this morning, what I was thinking about is the scriptures where it talks about we have an everlasting Father. And not just an everlasting Father, but He has everlasting arms of love. Arms of love. What does that look like? Open arms. Open arms. Let's just think about it for a minute. So, open arms. When do you see open arms? I see open arms when I see little kids. Little kids fall down on the playground and they get hurt and they look at their parents. And the minute they look at their parents open their arms like, come here, baby. Come here. Why? Well, we'll talk about that in a second. When's another time that we see open arms? Open arms, like at an airport where there's a reunion. Like someone's coming in and they haven't seen him in a while and they love him to pieces, and the first thing that happens is their arms go out. What's another time you might see it? You might see him in those beach videos where there's a couple coming from two different places and they're running with their arms out to embrace. La 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 la. I don't know if you can see this. Oh, here we go. La la la. And then they just hug right there. Oh, I should do that like that hug in the middle with the little heart. La da 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 da. Right? Then they throw themselves into each other's arms. Is there another time? Not that that's not enough. Let's just start with that. Okay, so open arms. Open arms is an invitation to come and be loved, that you're seen, and that you are loved. You're seen and you're loved. What can be better than that? And in that, you're invited to come. So whatever state you're in, if you're in a state of love sickness, if you're in a state of reunion, if you're in a state with a boo-boo, all of those are opportunities to hear the cry, to be bidden to come into open arms. So for the little child, what were the open arms? The open arms were an invitation to comfort, care, and love. What about the reunion? It's a call to celebration of the unity, celebrations of the connections. And what about the lovers? It's a call to the beauty of and celebration of intimacy and the sharing of our hearts and lives. And with the couple, maybe even the body, right? If it's a husband and wife, then they would be body, soul, and spirit connected. And so when they've been separated for a time, to come back together is what God ordained. He doesn't want us to be separated for long periods of time, even in the body, right? So those are my thoughts this morning. And I was thinking how blessed we are to have a creator whose arms are extended and wide open for us in whatever situation we would find ourselves in. And not only that, we don't have to wait for a situation. He just loves to embrace us. And so I hope that as you think about that you would be embraced. You would feel the embrace and the love of God. And that you also would become an embracer. That you would extend your arms to people around you. You would open up your heart and be ready to receive them. Be a place of refuge for the hurting. Be a place of connection. Be a place of intimacy. Be a place where your life is shared openly and your care is received in abundance. Well, those are my thoughts for this morning. And I hope you have a great and glorious, love-filled, and victorious day, my friends. Bye for now. Here's a hug. Feel the love, feel the love. Okay, I'm going to share with you. When I left the Philippines and my heart was broken in two, we would send virtual hugs. This is before we had all the texting and the messaging and all the Zooming. And so I used to say this: put your right hand on your left shoulder. Put your left hand on your right shoulder. Now squeeze and pretend I'm there with you.